Shah, Bahashim Rakak Wadash. I want to give double honors to my apostles and elders of Millstone who teach very well where I learned this truth from. And salutation out there to the hopeful elect who continue his word in our truth, faith, and sincerity. And also shalom to the men, women, and children who sincerely believe upon the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. And today, man, just basically getting on the true meaning of reparations, man. Because if you're in the true kingly mindset or a true royal mindset, your reparations shouldn't be $1 million, man. Even a plot of land, 40 acres in the mule, you should not want them reparations, man. The true reparations is actually getting them. Because that's one of the biggest resources upon the planet Earth is humans. Yeah, you can have all the land, you can have all the gold, you know what I'm saying? You can have all the jewels or whatever, but if you ain't got no slaves, you ain't got no humans, then guess what? You really don't have no true control, man. And that's what these elites are trying to do. By the way, you are already a slave by having a social security number, but these devils trying to make you the ultimate slave by putting this tiny device inside of you, man, so they can have complete control of you. But guess what? We're, in the kingdom of heaven, we're going to have complete control of these Edomites. We're going to have them devils under our subjection, man, which how it should be. Let's get this real quick. This is the book of Reperations 13, jumping down to verse 9. It says, if any man have an ear, let him hear. And basically, if any man have, if you can understand, then understand. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Yes, man. These devils, they led us into captivity, man, because who led the international transatlantic slave trade, man? Who the one that pushed forth the monetary system for that, man? Even though Ham and Ishmael had the part in door, who was the head honcho? The nation of Edom, Amalek, to be exact. So let's read this again. And that's what's going to be the first fruits of slavery, man. The bankers, the higher ups, the elites. Read this again. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience in the faith of the saints. So everything that you devils sold, that's going to be the same thing that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to let you devils reap. Because you sold mischief and violence, and that's what you're going to get back. Because ain't no way in hell the Lord is going to let these devils get away scot-free. You did all these wickedness. You ran up a big check for the lack of better words, and you think the Lord just going to let you walk out? No, man. You're going to have to pay for that ticket, man. Real quick, I got the word reparations. Just in etymology, reparations come from the late 14th century replicon, repair act of amending. So basically repair, continuing on. This is act of mending. When you go into that word mending, let's go into that word mending real quick. The word mending, it says to improve in manners or morals. Yes, because ultimately we're going to, in the kingdom of heaven, we're going to have a whole new mindset. Those laws is going to be on our inward parts, man. And we're going to push forth the law out of Jerusalem. Let's go ahead and see another one. To set right, correct, mend. That's it. Be definition. It says to set right, to correct, because how things correctly supposed to be is these devils being under our subjection. Let's go ahead and get that in the book of Psalms. Because like the scriptures say, the surely you're turning of things upside down. Hey, because if the things was right side up, these devils are being changed, man. Let's get this real quick in Psalms 18. Psalms 18, and I'm gonna start at verse. Psalms 18, get to the point at verse 38. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start at verse 37. It says, I have pursued my enemies and overtaken them. And hey, we doing it in the spirit now, but it's gonna be in the physical, man. And in the very moment, man, because guess what? We're gonna, we already overcome this world spiritually, but it's gonna get to a point when the Lord give us those powers where we're gonna overcome this world physically, man. You know, when these devils, they're going to be hiding in their bunkers, you know, for the lack of a better word, we're going to be like Magneto or X-Men. You know, we're going to be able to have powers to bring the bunk from under the ground. We're going to have powers to, you know, suddenly appear inside the bunker, things like that, man, you know. But let's read this again, though. It says, I have pursued my enemies and overtaken them. Neither did I turn again till they were consumed. And yes, we're not going to stop sighing and crying until what? Until Jerusalem be a praise upon the earth. We're not going to stop prophesying. We're not going to stop this work until the Lord stand up on for our behalf, man. Until we be the ruling nation, man. Continuing on, I have wounded them that they were not able to rise, and the Lord did that. The Lord did wound this devil, man. It says that they were not able to rise. You're not going to be able to bounce back. They are falling under my feet, which means what? These devils are actually going to be under our subjection, which how things should be. You know, the planet Earth is going to run so beautiful. No, the planet Earth is running, you know, but it's running, but it's not living. The planet Earth, the ecosystem of life, is going to run so beautifully when this devil is under subjection, man. When death be swallowed up in victory, you know, even when death be swallowed up in victory, and the former things pass away, and the Lord take out Esau, yes, you're going to see the difference of how this planet Earth being run, man, into how the planet Earth is supposed to be ran. So let's go ahead and get this. This is the book of Isaiah 60. Jump it down, and I'm going to start at verse 10. The sons of strangers shall build up thy walls. Yes, man. What does that mean, the sons of strangers? These different nations, man. From Elam to Ishmael to Moab to Ham to Canaan to the Philistines to Ammon, the Hagarenes, you know. Hey, these guys, they're gonna be our slaves, man. And that's how you know when you're truly rich, man. You know, because it gets to a point, you know, you have land, you have resources, but to top it all off, you're gonna have to have slaves, man. That's one of the rules of being a monarch, man. You must have people in your subjections, man. Read this again. And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. Nebuchadnezzar, Ramses II, even Alexander the Freak, man. Ptolemy, Seleucus, you know what I'm saying? These Edomite kings, Julius Caesar, Antiochus, Caligula. These people are going to be under our subjection. Donald Trump, Joe Biden, George Bush, W. Bush, and Daddy Bush, and Baby Bush, man, and Brother Bush. You know, these people are going to be under our subjection. And we might have some of these women as our concubines, man, because they, you know, the word on the street is Nancy Reagan get down, you know. You got to have fun with it, man. So let's read this again. It says, and their king shall build, it's like, and their king shall minister unto thee, for in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee. And that's beautiful, man, because the Lord did smote us by putting us in slavery and making us be slaves into a weak nation. But the Lord's going to have mercy upon us by giving us slaves, man. You know, that's the beautiful thing about it. Continuing on to verse 11, because you're going to see the difference, man. Verse 11, therefore thy gate shall be open continually, which meaning what? Your business is going to be popping, man. You know, it's going to be to a point when Israel, you know, it's going to be a point, you know, in the future that Israel is going to be so rich, basically everything is going to be free, man. You know, read this again. Therefore thy gate shall be open continually. They should not be shut day nor night. So it ain't going to be no slow day in the kingdom of heaven. That men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought. Yes, those kings are going to be brought as slaves, man. Have Xerxes as a cupbearer, you know what I'm saying? Have Nebuchadnezzar, you know, plowing the fields, you know what I'm saying? And just have, you know, Alexander the Greek and the rest of the freaks doing some crazy things, man. Because that's who was going to get it worse, man. Continuing on, though. For the nations in the kingdom that would not serve thee. So if you don't want Israel to rule over you, shall perish. Yeah, those nations shall be utterly wasted, and that's beautiful, man. Because you know, in the kingdom, the Lord is gonna he's gonna still have Esau have that rebellious spirit, man. You know, and on some of these other nations, they're gonna have their rebellious spirit too. But man, you know, it's gonna be the nation of Edom that's gonna try to rebel. That's gonna try to get out that, you know, try to get out that way of slavery, man. You know, try to be slick, for the lack of better words. But it say if you try to be slick, you're gonna perish, man. And, hey man, you might have more labor waiting for you, man, after you get brought back to life. Continuing on, it says, therefore, the glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, the box together to beautify the place of my sanctuary, and I will make the place of my feet glorious. And what's the Lord's feet? The earth. It says the earth is his footstool, man. And how it's going to be made glorious? By putting these other nations in slavery and making them build, man. Putting these other nations in their rightful light, because it's in these other nations' rightful light to be workers, man, and not to be workers under the nation of Edom, nor to be workers under the nation of Israel, man. How it's supposed to be. So let's go ahead and get this in the book of Job, Job 20, because again, just going back into what true reparations is, man. True reparations is not you getting $1 million. No, true reparations is payback, man. Amending something that was wrong, man. Job 20, jump it down to verse 18. It says, that which he labored for, he shall restore. Because, hey, he stole, raped, robbed, and stole the whole world. The thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill, but and to destroy. Esau, he's not known as a thief for no reason, bro. Because that's what he's known for, man. Robbing, killing, and stealing. Continuing on. It says, and shall not swallow it down. No, you're not going to hold on to those riches. You're not going to hold on to their rulership, man. The only thing you're going to hold on to is a plow, man. A farming tool, man. Continuing on. According to his substance shall his restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein. And when you go into the restitution, it actually goes back into reparations, man. So you're not going to enjoy, you're not going to rejoice into the reparation that we're going to get. You know, Esau rejoice, give me FRNs, and we got them niggas again. You're not going to rejoice, and you have to do 1,000 years in hardcore slavery, man. Let's continue on though. It says, because he oppressed and have forsaken the poor, the nation of Israel, because he hath violently taken away in house which he buildeth not. Because how did this devil get this land, man? Because in the dark, into these Americans, hey, a lot of natives had to go into slavery. You know, it was a point, you know, when the natives had a gold quota. If you don't hit that gold quota, then for the lack of better words, man, your hand coming off, man. Or you don't hit that gold quota or sugar cane quota, they throw you into a batch of sugar, which shows you, man, that these devils have a lot to pay for. What it saying in Revelation, the 18th chapter, her sins have reached up unto heavens, man. These devils have a long laundry list of transgressions that they must pay for. Read this again. It says, because he hath oppressed and forsaken the poor, because he hath violently taken away in house which he buildeth not, surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly, he shall not save of that which he desired. Because which he desired, man. He desired to rule forever. He desired to stay in his kingdom. You know, and a lot of Jake desire for the so-called white man to rule over him, which you nothing but a damn nigger, man. You nothing but a fucking raccoon, man. You love your oppressor more than you love your creator, man. Who loves the creature more than you love your creator, man. And that's why the Lord must kill 2/3 of our people, man. That's a necessary evil that Yahweh Shai must bring forth, man. Because if you give it up to niggas like Al Sharpton, this nigga is going to try to save Esau. You know, the Lord got the scope on Esau, And here comes Jake. Just take me instead. Like, what you doing, man? When this guy brought you so much pain, this guy, he brought you so much torture. This guy brought you so much sorrow, but you continue to still want to be with him. Hey, if you was a real man, or if you had that, if you was a real man of the Lord, if you had that true kingdom mentality, you should want this nigga to be under you. You should want to rule over your oppressors, man. Let's end off on here in Isaiah 14. Isaiah 14, and I'm going to start at verse 1. It says, the Lord, it's like, for the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. Yes, man, because, hey, America is not our land. Our land in the Middle East, man. And once we go over there, it's going to be peace in the Middle East, man. Continuing on. It says, and the strangers shall be joined unto them, the Israelite foreigners, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Yes, they're going to cleave unto the elect, man. They're going to cleave unto the righteous, you know, to the Benjamin, you know, the son of the right, man, you know. You're going to cleave unto the elect, man, because we're going to show you how to rule, you know, show you how it be done for the lack of better words. And you want to appreciate how things are being done, man. Because once things get done the right way, you're going to realize why, you know, you're going to love it more. Continuing on, though, it says, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place. Yes, man, we're going to actually take you devils, man. You know, we're going to have you devils in subjection, you know. Israel shall take the kingdom. You know, we're going to, for lack of better words, man, you know, not to get too graphic, man, we're going to have to use that rod of iron. That's the best way I can say it. That rod of iron is going to have to be used, man. You know, it says, in the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. Yes, we're going to possess you for what? Servants and handmaid. If you have somebody in your possession, you can do as you will unto them. You have a woman in your possession, you know, you can make love, then turn around, and tell her to make something to eat, you know, which that's how you should want things to be, man. Let's continue on though. It says, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, in the point, and they shall rule over their oppressors. Now, when did this prophecy come to pass, vocabulary, or any Christian? When did Isaiah 14:2 come to pass? Because that wasn't coming to pass right then in the time of Isaiah, you know? So yeah, I can just a quick little video. I pray it was edifying. I want to say call Halayim La, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash, Shalom, DTA, and Abba. What up, man?